Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It series every single Wednesday, chatting over new makeup releases, my thoughts on them, if I'm planning to pick them up or pass over them. I'll have my playlist linked in the description box, as well as the community Will I Buy It playlist, which I created so any creator that makes this style of new releases video can add it to the playlist if you want to binge watch videos like this. But I do have a lot to chat about this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I did want to say that I am filming in my new space. We have officially moved into our new house, so this video is the first one that I'm filming in the new house here. This isn't actually going to be where I am planning to film my YouTube videos. It's going to be in the office that's right next to me, but that is where I have all of my boxes in there because that's where I really want to put a bunch of my makeup collection, and then I wanted this room to be like my workspace, have my desks in here and my computers, and just not have a lot of clutter over here for when I'm working and such. So we just moved in over the weekend. I'm filming this on Monday, but we just spent the entire weekend moving in. We haven't even started unpacking this house yet, truly. I will have another moving vlog coming very soon. I already have the first one up on my channel, and I can link it below if you want to catch up. If you want to catch it and kind of just see how this process is going with me. But things might look a little funky again for the time being as I get used to filming in a new space and what settings I have to readjust and where to put my lights and just all of that. So a lot going on. I'm very overwhelmed today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This weekend was very stressful. And scoot over, so go ahead and get started here. I will say that I really haven't been on social media a whole lot this weekend, obviously with everything going on. So I've seen some tags rolling in, and I'm looking at the Trend Mid One Instagram like I always have linked down below. I still feel like we have a lot to chat about this week, and I haven't really been able to take the time to sit down and look at things and really go through them. So this is kind of the first time I'm doing that. So these are kind of gonna be like my rapid reactions into some of these new releases. Definitely, I feel like the item that I've gotten the most tags on and that I feel like I have seen a lot of excitement about are these monochromatic blush and bronzer duos from Cavern. When I first saw these released and I just looked at the photo, I like to say in my Will I Buy It videos that sometimes I like to just look at the photo first before looking at the rest of the caption to try to see if I can guess what brand it is, and I had no idea. I was like, maybe, like, in my mind, I was like, a high-end brand. Like, that was all I could come up with. I was like, it looks kind of like, almost like luxurious. I feel like with the glowy side, kind of having the imprint to it, and it does have a mirror, I was like, So these are definitely super beautiful. It says each duo has two finishes, a silky matte and also a shimmer. So these are available in 8 different variations. There's 6 blush shade duos and 2 bronzer duos. I wish maybe there was a little, maybe like another bronzer, or even just like half and half. I don't know. But that's kind of what I thought right off the bat. But these are going to be available, how much are they? $38, and they're going to be permanent, which is great. It says will be available tomorrow, so I'm assuming these are already available now online at Cavern, April 28th online at Ulta Beauty, and April 30th at Sephora in stores in May. These definitely really caught my attention. I am not gonna lie to you. So I'm kind of thinking about grabbing one, and I don't know if I would prefer a blush or a bronzer. I feel like I am eyeing so many bronzers right now, and I'm also eyeing the Natasha Denona bronzer and highlight duo. I feel like my lighting just looks so weird. Like, this is gonna be so hard to get used to. And then I'm gonna be filming in here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna move into another room and I have to do it all over again. And I just got a new camera recently. Like, this is craziness. But I'm definitely interested in these. But like I was saying, I have the Natasha Denona bronzer and Bronze and Glow duo on my Sephora Loves List. That video went up recently as well. So I've been eyeing that one. So it's like, do I need to buy another one? Or I really have been getting into glowy blushes recently. Like the Buxom Seychelles blush, I think is just beautiful. But I don't have a ton of glowy blushes in my collection because for a while I wasn't really into them. I was more into just like matte blushes, even like matte bronzers. And now I'm more into like the glow. So I don't know, but I feel like I should only get one because it's $38. So it's like I either have to pick the bronzer or the blush. Bronzer or the blush. But yeah, I'm definitely very curious about those from Cavern. I also got a whole bunch of tags that Lawless Beauty is coming out with a new product. This has me so excited. I've talked about Lawless Beauty a lot on my channel. I mentioned the brand in my brands that excite me tag, the top five, bottom 5, which by the way, Emily Noel did the tag, and her words about me were so freaking nice. She said in her video she never thought she would find someone who loves makeup and nachos. as much as she did until she found my channel, and I was like, no way. That was the coolest thing. I love nachos. I love makeup, and she was so awesome. I was so excited that she did that video. That was so cool to see, and so many people were tagging me that she did it, and I was like, no way, this is amazing. She's such like an OG YouTuber, so that was so cool. But like I was saying, I mentioned Lawless Beauty in that tag video, and I said one of the reasons that I think the brand really excites me is because they're a newer brand. So it's not like they're just coming out with, you know, and not that this is a bad thing, but like, you know, a new eyeshadow palette or a new lipstick or something like that. Like, they're coming out with new categories under makeup, so it's been fun to see what they're going to come out with. And they are coming out with a concealer next. So they have a foundation, they also do have a setting powder, but now they're coming out with the concealer. This is the Morning After Concealer. It says it's full coverage, semi-matte in 12 shades. Will be available on April 23rd at Lawless and also Sephora. Now, I will say that I didn't love the Lawless foundation, but I really enjoyed the Seal the Deal powder. So there's hits and misses with every brand. I don't think there's ever been a brand where I love absolutely everything that they come out with, but I am curious to try the concealer, and I will probably give this one a shot. Hopefully I like it more than the foundation. I do, so it says that it's full coverage, which I do like full coverage concealers, and then it says semi-matte, so it makes me think maybe I would try it. Like, it's not, I like full coverage, but I don't like it to be super mattifying, and I typically like it to be a little bit more hydrating. So I'm kind of curious on that. I'm sure Annie does have a YouTube channel, the owner of Lawless Beauty. She does have a YouTube channel, so I'm assuming she will have the concealer in a couple of videos. So she might already have them up. Again, I've been off social media all weekend, so she might already have some up, but I want to see what she says a little bit more. Like, is it more hydrating? Is it more dry? Like, I want to see how it blends out on her skin, you know, things like that. But I'll probably give it a shot just, you know, just because I'm curious about it. I'd like to be able to try it out, and especially to review it. If you guys would want to see a review, do let me know. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, and thank you for all the tags. It was so funny, like every once in a while, you know, I'd open my phone and it was just like tag after tag after tag. I was like, oh, what happened? Something exciting released. So it was really fun to see that. So next up, I thought this was pretty cool. Marc Jacobs has some new releases coming to Sephora. I think these are going to be available now. And Marc Jacobs was another brand that I mentioned. Like, I just think like the packaging, like the vibe of Marc Jacobs just kind of always turns my attention. I don't always buy a whole lot though, because the price tag is quite high, but they just came out with a bunch of new products, including the Coconut Fix for $25. It's a travel size of the hydrating primer and also the creamy setting powder. They have the new Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer for $49. It does look pretty nice, but I'm gonna pass over that. We'll have like a limited edition mascara coming out, some of the Omega shadows, like there's a collection of them coming out. But what has me most intrigued is the Glow Maintenance Set for $69. You get the Omega Bronze Perfect Tan Bronzer in Tantric, also the Enamored Hydrating Lip Gloss Stick in 1 Mauve Time, also a Mini Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara, and the Mini Dewdrops Coconut Gel Highlighter in Do You. This is the one that made me do a double take, and I was like, wait a second, do I need this? Because I love the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. It's one of my favorites. I recommend it all the time. I'm super happy with that purchase, and that's a $49 bronzer on its own. And then also it has the lip gloss stick in 1 Mauve Time. I just mentioned that in my wish list video as well. I have the one in Mocha Chocolate Latte, but I really want 1 Mauve Time too, so I was like, ooh. And then you get the mini mascara, and then also the gel highlighter, which I have owned that. I think I have decluttered out of my collection, so that I wasn't a big fan of. So this was the one that I looked at for a while, like, But again, I am interested in a lot of bronzers right now, and I do know, you know, I haven't even hit pan on my giant Tantastic bronzer because it's so huge. So I'm like, you probably don't need it. Instead of spending $69 on the set where you don't necessarily need or really want everything in there, you can, you know, if you really want to get 1 Mauve Time, you can just buy that on its own, and it'll be okay. So that was one that I did have to do a little bit of a double take. I had to walk myself through it. Do you need everything? Is it going to be worth the price tag? I did all that, and I decided in the end that I don't need it. But lots of new releases coming out from Marc Jacobs, and do any of those have your attention? Okay, so Twoface is coming out with some crystal whips. These are their shimmering eyeshadow veils. So it says a shimmering whipped eyeshadow formula created with a unique blend of pigments and suspended multicolored pearls. Can be used on face and lips for 12 hours of lightweight reflective sparkle. And there is 22 different shades and it just says coming soon. These definitely look really pretty. It's not something that I gravitate towards a ton. I don't go for these products super often, and I feel like I have plenty of in my collection. I have on today one of the Pixie Beauty, is it called the Fairy Lights in Bare Brilliance, I think is the shade that I selected today. I just wanted to do something pretty quick and easy because after I get done filming, I am going to start to try unpacking. I tried to give me this morning to like do my regular routine and check my emails and watch some YouTube and read a book because I didn't read all weekend, which is very rare. But then after I film, I need to start just opening some boxes. I feel like I have plenty of items like this in my collection, so I probably don't need another one. And Too Faced doesn't really turn my attention a whole lot either, but like they look cool, but I just don't think that I need them. And Milk Makeup is coming out with some new items in the Kush family. So I really do like the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. I think it's awesome. But they're now coming out with the waterproof mascara for $24. I'll probably pass over that. I'm not a huge waterproof person because I feel like I really pull at my lashes trying to get it out. You know, every once in a while it's nice if you're doing something, you know, it's really warm outside, like you're going to a baseball game or something and you want your mascara to stay, sure, but I don't feel like I need it. They also have the lash primer for $24. I don't really use lash primers a ton. It's very rare if I do. And they also have some new shades in the Kush Brow Gel, and these are $18 each, and they're going to be available on April 29th and also April 20th at Sephora. Just nothing that really calls my attention once again, but thought I would mention that there are some new releases coming out from Milk Makeup. I've got a ton of tags and quite a few DMs about this one from Estee Lauder. It says this is now available at Macy's. It's part of the Bronze Goddess collection from Estee Lauder. This is the Bronze Goddess Desert Heat eyeshadow palette for $55. When I first got tagged on this, like I said, I tried to think of what the brand is. I was like, Tarte, 100%. This is Tarte. It includes 9 silky shades in matte and shimmer finishes. I think that this looks really beautiful. I think the compact looks really pretty and all of that. But if I look like closely, if I look real closely at it, I know I have a lot of really similar palettes to this because I do love these tones and these shades. I wear them a ton, but it also means that I have quite a bit. And $55, that's pretty pricey for 9 shades. Estee Lauder is always higher in price. So even though it definitely caught my attention, this made me do a double take for sure. I think that I know that I can be strong and pass over it. I feel like eyeshadow palettes for the last little bit here haven't been intriguing me as much as like complexion products. Foundations, concealers, powders, bronzers, of course. Like those are kind of what's calling to me right now versus eyeshadow palettes. I'm sure it's gonna flip probably soon too, since I've said that out loud, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. I got some tags that Ofra is coming out with a new product. I really do enjoy Oprah Cosmetics. So they're coming out with the Verified Liquid Liner. This is going to be $20. I actually did get this sent to me from Ofra. It came, did it come to my new house or the old house? I think it came to the old house. Just like days before we were moving, and I got it and I didn't even do anything. Like I did open it and I peeked inside and I saw it was an eyeliner and I was like, cool, and I shut it and I packed it in a box and took it to the new house. So I did get that from Ofra, which I'm so excited about. They do send me some of their products, but not everything, and I like liquid liners. I feel like I've been doing more winged liner looks recently, so I'm excited to try that out. I'll be testing it out soon so I can review it. I also have a new lip gloss that's being released from Sugarpill. This is in the Love Bites collection, and this is the first sparkling lip gloss with color stain. This says, lightweight medium shine formula offers a perfect blend of pigment and sparkles in a low maintenance non-sticky base. It's going to be $18 and it is limited edition. I've not tried a ton from Sugarpill, but I did try one of their liquid lipsticks and I just did not like it at all, unfortunately. So even though this is a lip gloss, not a liquid lipstick, just sometimes when that happens, it doesn't really encourage me to, you know, want to go out and buy something more from a brand, especially like under the same category. So this one, I can't say it super intrigued me, and I have been getting more into lip glosses, but I've also been purchasing some more, and I just don't feel like I really need that one. So I will go ahead and pass over that. Tarte is coming out with a new mascara. This is called the Big Ego. It's going to be $23. It says coming soon. It has a close-up of the wand, which is like the Hourglass wand. It kind of reminds me of like the Twoface Better Than Sex and also the CoverGirl Exhibition, which I just reviewed recently. in Monday's video, and I also put it in my Makeup Monthly. I really enjoy that mascara, and the one looks pretty similar to me, so I don't think I need this one. Tarte doesn't call my attention a ton at this moment, but yeah, we got a new mascara from Tarte if you are interested in that. I thought this was interesting. This is from Stila Cosmetics. They're coming out with the new Beauty Boss Lip Gloss. It says light refracting iridescent pearls to create intense shine, pure color, and amplified dimension. It says there's hyaluronic acid filling spheres and luminous oils to add natural looking volume and glow without burning or stinging the lips. That's a lot going on. There is cream and also shimmer finishes. There's 12 different shades for $15 each. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this photo, I kind of, like, my eyes kind of wanted to go right past it because I thought it was just going to be more of like the shimmer and glow shadows, which I really enjoy. I do like those from Stila, and I have quite a few of them, and I think that they're really good, but sometimes they kind of like release new shades or like limited edition shades maybe, or just, you know, things like that. So I was like, oh no, like new shades, don't really need it. And then I'm so glad I actually took a second to read the caption because I was like, oh wait, those are lip glosses? So that's pretty intriguing. I'm not gonna lie, these ones did make me do a double take. So I don't know if I would get them though. If I did, I bet it would be like some of the lighter shades that just kind of maybe would add a little bit of like juiciness to the lips, maybe a little bit of shimmer in there. But again, like I said, I've been, you know, grabbing some more lip glosses as of lately, and I have like a pretty decent collection of lip glosses for a girl who claims she used to not be a lip gloss girl, okay? But I don't know. I might see what people are saying about them and then maybe make some decisions from there. So we have a new release from Physicians Formula. They are coming out with a new butter box, and it says that this is going to be available at Walmart. So you have a bronzer, a blush, a highlighter, an eyeshadow duo, and the butter lip cream, and also one of the fragrances. So does it say what the cost is? I don't see the, oh, $14.88. $14.88. I'm not a big fan of like this box packaging from Physicians Formula. It's just not really like how I prefer to have items in my makeup collection and for like storage and stuff. I did get sent over the collaboration with Casey Holmes, which was really exciting to me. I did like quite a few of the products inside. It was the first time that I was trying the butter eyeshadows, and I thought that they were really nice. I do have the butter bronzer, and I really like that. I liked the blush in there, and the fragrance actually did smell pretty good. I'm not like a big perfume or fragrance girl, but even I was like, that's not bad at all. But just kind of looking at this one here, so I have a fragrance. I actually do have the lip balm, like something, it's probably not the same shade, but one came in Casey's box. Like I said, I have a butter bronzer, and now I have another one in the box. Same with, there's a blush in the box and a highlighter. So do I really need it? No, but also I probably wouldn't get it just because it's not something that I really gravitate towards anyways. We have so many new releases this week. Okay, next up, Lime Crime is coming out with a new lip product. So this is called the Lip Blaze Cream Liquid Lipstick. It says a buttery hydrating formula, hydrating, I get it, formula, infused with top shelf cannabis sativa seed oil. These are going to be $20 each. They look really pretty in all of the swatches. Lime Crime, again, though, isn't a brand that I really buy anything from. So I know I have a lot of lip products, and I even put, there was a fair bit of lip products decluttered in my makeup moving makeup declutter, the products that didn't make the cut to come to the new house with me. So for those reasons, I know that I can skip over them, but I like all the nude shades in there, but I know that I can say no to that. Dior is coming out with these are the Dior Skin Nude Luminizer Blushes. It says illuminate your face with an iridescent sheen for a radiance, a sculpted glow in 2 different shades, and these are $48 each. I believe they're available at Saks. These definitely look really pretty. You have kind of more of this purple one and more of like this like punchy, poppy, corally. And so I'm a little, I don't know, I'm interested. I didn't see any swatches with it because it says an iridescent sheen, so it just makes me wonder, like, I don't think you would get like this type of color on the cheeks from what I'm gathering with it. I don't know. Sounds like an intriguing product, but probably not something that I'm super interested in. And again, it's $48, so that's pretty pricey for the Dior. That one's just not calling my attention. We have a new collection from Wet n Wild. So Wet n Wild is coming out with their Crystal Cavern collection. This is going to be limited edition. You can buy the full collection box for $49.99, and then they have a bunch of products in here. Wet n Wild, when they come out with these collections, they come out with like everything under the sun. But it's always really, you know, super affordable because you can get all these products for the $50. They have a glow mist. They have Mega Glow Brightening Rocks. A Mega Glow highlighter. They have a perfume roller. More perfume rollers. Lots of perfume rollers. Eyeshadow trios. And some lip glosses. I know crystals are you know, kind of a big thing right now. I've seen a couple other brands do like collaborations or just come out with releases that are similar to this. I'm not super into the crystals. I know I've seen quite a few YouTubers who have them in their videos or do videos like on their crystal collection. Just not something that I personally am into. So when I see collections like this, not a lot really catches my attention. And then just kind of reading through all the different products that they're coming out with, nothing's really grabbing at me. So even though everything's super affordable, I think that I can skip over that one. But who's super into it? I would love to know. And are you so excited about this one from Wet n Wild? Because I'm sure plenty of people are. This is just some makeup news. This is that Borean, the Korean skin therapy. They are coming into Ulta Beauty. And I thought this was so funny because I actually just started trying their CC cream. I've had it for a while and I've just never really busted it out, and I finally did it. And I've been like, from the moment I started trying it, I was like, okay. I actually really quite like this. So I've been wearing their CC cream quite a bit. It was actually what I wanted to wear today because it's like really fast and easy to use. But I don't know where it's at. I don't really know where anything's at. My mom sent us a housewarming gift and I was like, Mom, I got your gift, but I can't find the scissors to open it. So maybe I'll open it in the next few days. But yeah, so I started trying that out and I think that it's really, really nice. So it's interesting to see that they're now at Ulta Beauty. I believe that they're also at Sephora. I believe that they are. But yeah, they're also now coming into Ulta Beauty. So they have CC creams, BB creams, some primers, illuminating primer, cleansing oil, micellar water. So have you guys tried anything from Borean? And what do you think? I'd love to hear any of your feedback down below, of course. I think we're almost done. This is going to be a really long week. Like, what a way to welcome me to my new home. Like a 40-minute will I buy it video. Soap & Glory is coming out with some new body products. So they have a body wash for $10. They also have some body lotion for $12, a body scrub for $15, and a true body butter for $15. Soap & Glory is kind of like hit or miss for me when it comes to their body care. There's a couple products like the Righteous Body Butter I did really enjoy. I have a scrub actually that I just finished up before we moved. I was trying so hard to finish that scrub up so I wouldn't have to bring like, you know, one more use into the new shower. And I thought that one was like just okay. So they're a little bit hit or miss for me. You can get them at Ulta and they generally tend to be pretty like leaning more on the affordable side, if you will. So I think these look cool. Like I tend to like their packaging, kind of like that retro feel to them. So I think everything looks cool, but I also think that I'm pretty much stocked up, and especially because I did just pack up my entire bathroom and I saw how many like backups I had of lotions and, you know, things like that. I know that I can pass over those. Sephora has some new favorites kits out, and this one that I see is the Sun Safety Kit. So getting into warm weather. Today is a rainy, cold day here. That's a rude welcoming. But this one is for summer 2019. The Sun Safety Kit is $39. So you have the Sun Silk Drops from Kula, also their makeup setting spray from Kula. You have some items in there from Dr. Dennis Gross, Dr. Jart, Drunk Elephant has their sunscreen in there. One of the Fresh Sugar Rose lip treatments, those are really nice. Let's see, so Peter Thomas Roth, Shiseido, Supergoop is in there. So that's awesome. It also says Sephora will donate $25 from the sale of these kits to Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center and will donate up to $1 million. That is pretty awesome to read. I actually have quite a few of the products that are in this, so I personally don't need this for myself because, like I said, I have quite a few of these. Huda Beauty is coming out with a new product. This is called the Nymph, aka Not Your Mama's Pantyhose. It's a body highlighter in a liquid glow. It says to blur imperfections and add a stunning sun-kissed tint to the skin. It's transfer, sweat, and water resistant. There is going to be 3 different shades and $49. Oh, you can also buy the Blur and Glow brush for $33 and will be available May 3rd. A lot of brands are coming out with these kinds of products right now. Fenty Beauty has their lava oil or something like that, something lava, right? Body lava. And I know Anastasia just came out with her like shimmering body oil. Patrick Ta has a product in there with his new brand. So a lot of brands, this seems to be like very on trend right now, so not really shocked to, I mean, I'm not gonna be shocked to see anybody coming out with these. The before and after photos are very curious to like that. I mean, that's like a wow transformation. I've actually been using for years. It is called I think it's called the Body Blur. Is it from Vita Liberata? I've been using that for so long, and I've reviewed it and I've talked about it several times in my YouTube channel throughout the years, and it gives more like it kind of gives like a tan to the body, and then it has a little bit of shimmer into it also. I would love it, especially for when we went boating or like I was in a swimsuit, because your girl's got cellulite. What do you do about it? Buy the Body Blur, and it kind of helps like smooth everything out. Like, it doesn't like make it go away or anything, but it just kind of gives me like that little boost of confidence walking around in a swimsuit, because like that's crazy. So I've been using that forever. So and I really like it. And I still have another bottle. I think I have the shade medium. I know I still have one that's pretty darn full that I will be using this summer. So I don't know, that's kind of what I feel like maybe this one is giving, because it's supposed to, I don't know, it's not your mama's pantyhose. Like, you have like silky smooth, nice looking evenly toned legs with these, but I don't need it, and especially because I've been pretty faithful to my Body Blur for a while. I feel pretty confident with that. I've also been getting some tags on if I am going to review the new Jeffree Star products. So Jeffree Star Cosmetics just came out with concealers and also setting powders. So the concealers are $22. There's also the setting powder for $22, available April 19th, so they should be available now. I'm just going to touch on this briefly just because I got so many tags, and I've been getting comments of people saying like, will I review it? I just don't purchase anything from Jeffree Star at this moment. I'm not someone who, like, I'll never say never, and you know, sometimes brands intrigue me and then they don't, or they don't intrigue me and then they do, and so on and so forth. I mentioned fairly recently in a video, I can't remember which one it was, but I mentioned that just one of the reasons, because there's a few reasons why I've decided not to purchase from the brand, but one of them too is that whenever I have touched on Jeffree Star, so I'm sure this is going to happen in the comments again, other people attack not only me, but people leaving comments. So they're attacking my subscribers. And it was just every time I would mention Jeffree Star in a Will I Buy It video or whatever it may be, you know, someone else would comment and say something, you know, whatever it may be, and then someone else would start to attack them. And some of the comments just they were so terrible and they were so out of line. And you know, it is hard when you read those comments about you. Like, I got called the C word, okay? Like, come on now. And those can be very hard to read for myself, but knowing that other people were coming to my channel and supporting me, and then they were getting attacked and talked down and degraded and all of this, like, I just couldn't handle it. So I just had to make the decision that not only am I not purchasing, but just I'm kind of just like not even talking on it anymore, because the comments were just getting too extreme. And I felt like every time I was posting a video mentioning him, I was having to watch like a hawk on my comments, because I wanted to be able to delete things that came in as quickly as I can when they were attacking another person, because this is my channel. I've said it before how I view it. This is my house party. I want people to have fun at my party. I want people to be safe at my party. And if people are going to be causing problems, then I have to kick you out. So that's just kind of how I view it. And I just wanted to touch on that really briefly though, because especially since these concealers released, and I've said that how much I enjoy reviewing concealers, I've been getting so many comments of if I'm going to be reviewing them. So I just thought I'd let you know that, you know, there's some multiple reasons why I don't purchase, but even a reason why I don't touch on the brand is because of that issue that we were having in the past. So I hope that makes sense, and hopefully you can respect that. But let's move on. So we have a new, we have entered into Taurus season. Aries season is officially goodbye. I'm an Aries. My season is over. We are now into Taurus time. So that means BH Cosmetics has released a new eyeshadow palette. They have their Zodiac collection going on. So here is the Taurus palette. What are we thinking? Who's a Taurus? Do you love it? Do you hate it? This is the 9-color shadow and highlight palette. This is going to be $14. So you have a couple greens in here, some yellow golds, some browns, kind of like a gray, like a grayish one is in there. What are you guys thinking about this one? I'll skip over it. I mentioned BH as well in the bottom 5 of my brands that excite me, just not a lot really calls to me. For the Zodiac, I would probably, like, I wanted to see what Aries was gonna be, and like maybe it would convince me, but it just wasn't enough of like an Aries palette for me, if you will. So I'm gonna skip over the Taurus, but I just really like to get your feedback with the Zodiac. Who's a Taurus? What are you thinking about this one? Gosh, we have 2 more to go. Whew, my goodness, what a week. So Kylie Cosmetics, that's another brand that I don't touch on a ton. I've mentioned in the past that I've decided that I'm just not really interested in a lot from her brand. I have purchased from Kylie Cosmetics. I ran into some customer service issues. I know that now some of her products are carried at Ulta Beauty, which is cool. And sometimes if I see something that catches my attention, like I know one of her, like her Valentine's Day palette, I talked about in a Will I Buy It video, but she also does release quite a bit. And I feel like sometimes I'm kind of a broken record when it comes to brands that I've said like I'm kind of backing off from. That it's like, nope, not purchasing, not purchasing. And you know, when I was doing it, I was getting some feedback from people like, we know you've already said that, like why do you still continue to talk about the brands? And one reason for that is that, you know, I do get new subscribers, which is super exciting. You know, my channel is growing, which is amazing and awesome. So maybe not everyone has heard me say that in the past and they would like to be updated now. She is coming out with a new product, and this is for brows. So she's coming out with a brow pomade, a brow pencil, a brow gel, and a brow powder. It's going to be available April 29th online on the Kylie Cosmetics website. So I think that this is interesting. I'm going to pass over it. I have a lot of brow products that I really like and that I'm really quite loyal to, but I'll probably catch some reviews on it and see what people are thinking. Again, I think it's interesting when brands come out with newer products, like I was saying with the Lawless Beauty and now with Kylie, because Kylie doesn't carry a full range. I mean, she's got to be getting close, but this is her first, right? Her first brow product. Yeah. So I'll be curious to see the reviews on it and see what people are saying, but I'm going to pass over it for myself. And then the final product that we're going to talk about today is from Hourglass Cosmetics. It says that this is a new lip product. This is the Unreal High Shine Volumizing Lip Gloss. So you can see a lot of these like very shiny or shimmery lip glosses. We're also having a lot of those releases right now. It says infused with powerful active ingredients for instant hydration and long-lasting volume. These are going to be $30 each. So Hourglass does tend to be pretty pricey. $30 I think is just going to be too much for me for a lip gloss. Like I said, I like lip glosses and I'm getting more into them, but $30 is expensive for like a liquid lipstick, and then especially when it comes to a gloss, I just think that that's a lot. Looking at the swatches, they have that very, like, they almost look like too shiny for me. Like I don't know if I really like that look. I don't know. That's just how the swatches come off to me. I don't know if I would absolutely love them. So I will pass over those as well. But other than that, that is finally going to wrap it up for this week's Will I Buy It video. Oh my goodness, this was a long one, and I knew I had some stories in there with moving, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support so much. Let me know what you thought about all the products that I mentioned down below. What has your attention? What are you passing over? And as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.